If you ever want to see a measure of a man's grit and determination, see how he travels. The road does not befit a great many, and sooner or later it will claim them. We as a group have seen far too much of this already, but we are hardly in a position to help those who lag behind. Any who stay to tend to the needy are just as like to be abandoned as the fallen themselves. It saddens me. No honor among our ranks, only look out for themselves. The open road is far from safe, and has been this way since our journey began. Not long after we departed Nikolskoye, barely a week's passing, we were losing men to the claws of the cold. Our lack of money and motorized transport meaning progress is slow and deliberate. They oft came ill-prepared. Some out of arrogance and unfounded trust that we will be there to help them should they need the extra provisions. Some simply had not the pocket to afford better. Sparse few of these people remain with us now, only the most determined having survived to lend us their aid. Kessler is among this number. He comes from a settlement some many miles below mine own, and apparently has been traveling for much longer than I. Almost never complains, so scared is he to display any sign of weakness. He is a proud man, and with that, he is a fool. He has tried to hide it, I know, but it is difficult for people to not notice the touch of frost, especially when its grasp has rested away a man's fingers. His overcoat protected much, but his gloves were old and worn, their tattered fingers affording him little protection. I find myself worrying, both for him and myself. It is not uncommon for members of the caravan to turn on one another. Goods, provisions, even good clothing. They are in short supply, and there is little honor among thieves. Disputes over sleeping arrangements and rations have led to bare-knuckle brawls in the hearts of blizzards. The loser's goods are either kept by the victor or divvied up amongst the rest of us. Assuming, of course, he yet lives. We have had to strip the bodies of 2 fallen comrades on more occasions than I would like to admit. We are not close, but Kessler is one of the few men in the caravan I have grown to respect. He would rather not lose resources and men over petty disputes. He is as pragmatic as he is imposing, not least assisted by him wearing the clothes and gear of people desperate or arrogant enough to stand against him. To those who would halt our progress, he is ruthless. Even with missing fingers, I have yet to see him bested. But Kessler must sleep sometime, and he has made more than a few enemies in our time on the road. Even now the cold has given way to dusty wastelands and barren deserts. He still bears the marks of winter. I fear those who stand against him will not do so in plain sight for much longer. I find myself often handling my gun. If he falls, I fear what little order we have left in this ill-disciplined swarm of dung flies will disintegrate, and every man will face every other, nothing to stay their hands. I intend to be ready if that ever happens. Better yet, I intend for it to not happen at all. I write this with one eye on my sleeping comrade and one hand on my weapon. If he is to fall, it will not be due to my inaction. I fear the man grows suspicious. My hand might soon be forced. We ought to arrive at a settlement soon. Our lack of pocket has seen us become desperate. Many of us are willing to do anything to ensure they do not die on these sand-blasted streets. Those who have filtered away from our caravan already, intent on mad raids and feats of glory, have proved to me as such. Many do not get far, apprehended or killed by the arms of the law or citizens defending themselves as they see fit. I expect many innocent people are about to die, many unnecessarily. I have no doubt that some may have to be by my own hand, but each and every one will be deliberate. There is little point in making things more difficult than they have to be.